Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Prescott now from the 50. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Cowboy first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
3-yard gain on the play.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Throwing, Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Elliott. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Cowboys 7, Vikings nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
On second down, this is Madison. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Play fake, Cousins. He's got him in, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
7-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Loumomey1102's with the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. But let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
3rd and long for Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Cousins to throw it. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They run with Howard. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So a decent game, all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd and 8 coming up. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A good decision in the end to pull and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 23 yards on the play. And from Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 10th carry now for Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a first carry for their fullback, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Prescott. Says the field judge, it's ruled incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein.
A 28-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. That will give the defense a little bit of rest. Let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
second down and 4. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Madison. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Cousins now on second down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fielded at the 33. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Oh, Prescott stripped. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. To the right side here, and that's complete. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Greg Zerline, the kickoff for Dallas.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Yard line.
On the toss, Madison. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Intended for Tyler Conley.
Let's see, he was 8 of 13 prior to that pass, now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game, not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We're going to call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead. Oh, Prescott stripped. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's...
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Madison, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw, Cousins. That is incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Cousins now. He's going to hit his man out in the backfield, complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
20-yard line.
Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack on 1st down, Cousins. The intended target there was Jason Kroom, and it's 3rd down. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe will eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 24, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The rookie Cameron Draxler picks it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball is expected to be caught.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Cousins. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Vikings. Duke Johnson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
Prescott to throw it. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Dallas.
Here's Elliott. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw is Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Now Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now Elliott. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
To Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He'll have a first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Tony Pollard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard, 51 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And now this defense try to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
He's brought down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another carry now for Madison. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Third and 6.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Cousins. He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
For the Viking field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
To throw. Pass incomplete with the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Prescott to throw. From left side, complete. It's Elliott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Play action now. Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Vikings, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. So for our...
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Time